Everyone, it's Vinyl. Today, I am just going to kill thugs for my daily quests and ramble about things that I kind of miss. Or like old things that used to be in the game that are now since been removed. Or just things in general that I think could be re-added or be added in general. I don't know. This is going to be some interesting commentary, as it is completely unscripted, and I am doing it all right as we speak. But to start off, I'm going to say I would love a map expansion. I miss the old map, the big one, not the first one, not the third one, the original like huge map that we used to have. I loved that map. That map was awesome, and I am so sad that we don't have it as of right now. So, the map expansion that I'm going to talk about, I will teleport there. Magic. The map expansion I would like to propose would have to do with the Johnny Joestar area, where the old Johnny boss used to spawn, back when that was still a thing. I would like to add more kind of desert to it. I would like to bring back the desert concept. I honestly thought that was really cool. Another thing that I would find neat or interesting to add in would be weather events. And what would the purpose of these weather events be? Well, I think in order to make an interesting thing, like make weather events interesting, is in this area could obviously be expanded, or it could stay the same size, really. But the old effect that used to happen when you went into Devil's Palm in the original map, the like desert like sandstorm, where you would lose health and all that stuff, I think we could bring that back, and it would still continue to drain your health, but it would have a like 1 in 2 chance or whatever to spawn happen every 30 minutes. And if it did happen, it would happen only in this area once you entered, and it would increase the spawn chance of certain items. So let's say they added sand debris instead of just the beach. It would increase the spawn chance of, let's say, the Saint's Eyes, or it would increase the spawn chance of certain items that come from sand debris. So it would almost be like a way to, kind of fast track instead of always being locked to certain things. Like it being locked to the low chances, better way to put it. And to capitalize on this, there could be a small like area, based on or like a small area in the town, a new building that would be like a weather building, and if you went in, you could check if there was a weather event going on, and it would tell you like, oh, there's a sandstorm in Devil's Palm, if that's what we're gonna call this spot. Or there's a rainstorm in the city, or there's a snowstorm in blah blah blah, or there's this here, there's that there. It could be like that, or they could obviously, if they wanted to, kind of like how the item notifiers thing, they could make it a game pass that notifies you when weather events happen. I would prefer the free option, but gotta make it understandable to everyone around. So you could just walk in and, oh, there's weather events. I would just like a different map in general. Like, this map is good, or maybe not a different map, but a map expansion. I wouldn't mind like a kind of mountainous area. Again, like a bigger mountain. I thought that was really cool. The expansion over there, because I really liked the desert from, especially the really big map, but even the original map, I really liked the desert. I thought that was super cool. I would also like maybe some more enterable buildings that have like functionality, like how the shop used to work. I think that was really cool. It'd have like something that's like item rolling and all that stuff, kind of like YBA's Arcade, because YBA's Arcade is a pretty good, I don't know, I've always liked it, and you could add new items that you could buy or drop or gain, whatever, to do with that. Continuing on more things, I think another cool addition could be Tusk. Oh, I want Tusk back, please. That's kind of a, but I wouldn't. I have missed Tusk. Tusk is one of my favorite stands of all time, so I would love to see it come back. I know it will eventually, but if that could get fast-tracked, like if that could come out sooner, I'd be so happy, because I've always been in love with Tusk. I just like all the stupid stuff, and now that they're making more interesting passives and things like that, I think they would have more fun making Tusk, because they could kind of have a similar aspect to the old, or not to the old, but to the current GR, and how he can like return people to zero, like to where they were already. Tusk could have an element of that because of infinite rotation and stuff. Ooh, holy shit. But I think that would be a neat way to do things for Tusk, especially since Tusk is like well revered. I also think it was one of Kerr's more liked stands, from my knowledge at least. So I think that'd be really cool. See it come back. So this isn't another thing I would like to add, but this is something I would like to highlight. Planet Shaper? Could you maybe a few less Planet Shaper skins? Because we go into the mythics here. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so I don't know for sure about every single one, but V2, mythic. Voxel Shaper, mythic. Voyager, mythic. And where is it? Dr. Puddist, mythic. All four of those are for Planet Shaper. Please make mythics for other things. I don't want only Planet Shaper mythics. And on top of that, let me go to my Planet Shaper skins, because I have all but one. Alright, there we go. Planet Shaper has a mythic, or sorry, an event skin for every season. Okay, I'm missing most of them. But for every seasonal update, Planet Shaper had a mythic. Sorry, an event skin. Oh my god, I keep saying mythic. But had an event skin. It had the Valentine's one, it had the Halloween one, it had the summer one, and it had the what is it? The winter one. Maybe a few less Planet Shaper skins. Like, I love Planet Shaper and all, but show some others like abilities some love, please. Like, I don't want just Planet Shaper to be the only thing that there's ever like tons of mythics for, especially when like a lot of stands don't even have one mythic, let alone quick inventory update. Why not? I have all these fun abilities, including Reaper, obviously, which I've been using. But I have all the abilities in the game still, except for ups. And when it comes to skins, I now have Seamoon Prophet, the World Greatest High, Polaris, Discipline, Dr. Puddis, the World Arcade, Star Platinum over Heaven. I have a lot of duplicate legendaries. I have 2 Archangels, I have 2 Elucidators and Dark Pulsars, I have 3 Shadow TO Space Pirate, 3 Chroma Team, 2 Dark Emperor. It's a little depressing, to say the least, but I'm getting used to it. I'm just doing the work on the quests. My achievements are actually going pretty good so far. I haven't done like too many, but I've been putting the work in. I've been fighting the bosses. I've been doing this stuff. When it comes to progression, I've gotten pretty far. I'm heading towards Bandit Destroyer. So I'm pretty excited for that. You know, it's nice. It's not like I don't have fun with the current game, but I always think there's more that could be added. I'm excited for the new thugs for when those come out, because I think another thing I wouldn't mind coming back is the serious naming of things. I don't really like going up to Dio and saying, hold up, ain't you Dio, or like the Star Platinum stuff. Like, I'd prefer just, like, obviously these can just be named that, because these are about to get replaced. Like, I'd rather Dio just be named Dio, and Diavolo just be named Diavolo, and stuff like that. It's like a small thing, but it's just a personal preference. It'd also be cool if you could turn off, like, health bars, I guess. Like, I don't really care. I'd keep them on anyways, because I always like that. But turning off, like, these health bars. Another thing they could add is, like, if they wanted to, they could add, like, HUD changes. So different ways your HUD can look. Like, for example, you'd get, like, a rounded version instead of the version they have here, or, like, just different shapes and stuff. You could get, like, a health bar that's more of like a square that, like, gets smaller and stuff, or like a circle, kind of like you'd have 2 circles, kind of like Shadow of the Colossus, how it had the grip circle and then it had your health bar. think that could be a neat way to do it. Just as like another way to look at your health in like a different light, especially if you had like preferences. And two, they could obviously just borrow off of other like games and RPG games and just be like, okay, that's a HUD option, and then make you like buy them for like coins or whatever. But they decided it's another concept, you know. I think another good idea. Oh, that hurt. Time for me to complain about something that I want back, which this might be getting added back soon, but we're gonna start off with this. That is for every stand. Grabs have just been disabled, and that I hate that. That sucks. How they just don't work on anything except, like, I understood the cutscene, but the grabs completely being disabled, like, that sucks. And sure, I still get the 20 damage in it, whatever, but it still is pretty frustrating for me at least. To just lose that entirely. Oh, that is my other complaint. So King Crimson, if you did not know, has a pretty hidden passive that will, after dealing, I think it's 60 damage, will enhance your R, E, or T plus. If your T plus is enhanced and you throw that out, have fun dying. Or have fun eating a punch. Because when it goes out, you impale them and it does not stun. You start eating damage immediately. Especially with these. Maybe it works better on like players, but with this, nope. Just no. Against PvE, nope, absolutely nothing. I think that's a pretty glaring issue. The PvE sometimes feels a little sloppy right now. Obviously, I know the PvE update is coming out, so I'm not complaining too much, and I'm really excited for the PvE updates. But, you know, I actually have a few updates I'm gonna conceptualize. I'm gonna conceptualize a Kaizen update. I'm gonna have a video about that coming out. I'm also gonna conceptualize a Risk of Rain 2 update that would add a shit ton of stuff. Like, it is actually, I can't even state how many things I have in mind for like a Risk of Rain themed update. It doesn't necessarily have to be Risk of Rain, but just the game mechanics and shit. I definitely think the weather events would be awesome. Still, like I would love the weather events. And you could even give Weather Report a small buff where when on using heavy weather, there's a chance or like something that it starts a weather event. Like one of the random weather events. There's like a 1 in like 5 chance that it starts a weather event. So you could kind of like use Weather Report and start weather events on purpose instead of having to always wait for them. I think that would be so, like, it would incentivize you getting Weather Report even for people who didn't like the stand, you know, like didn't like fighting, because it would just give more reason for the stand to exist. That's actually just a good idea. Yeah, the concept of having more uses for certain stands outside of simply combat. Maybe that's dumb, but I don't know. To me, it sounds having like the ability to go through and like, oh, this stand can chance happen this in PvE or in the world, so I can do more. I am absolutely getting mollywopped. Holy. Am I dead? No. Now, oh my god. I've never seen that before in my life. Yeah, no, I first realized this glitch existed when I tried to use Behind You, like Made in Heaven's move, because it just does nothing. It's pretty painful. But, you know, it's okay. It's okay. I'm managing. He's so nuts. It's so fun. This actually brings me to a whole nother point. I do love current Made in Heaven, but I miss the skill cap of old Made in Heaven, because I learned the distance of every move. I was so good with Made in Heaven. And Made in Heaven also, like, felt like the anime. Like, when you started using Time Excel, it felt like I absolutely bullied my friends to the point where it actually felt like when Made in Heaven was like, it was quite the moment for me. I really had a lot of fun with that, and it's not to say this Made in Heaven is not fun. This is the most fun I've ever had with the stance still, but it doesn't mean I don't miss the original Made in Heaven. The original Made in Heaven had a lot of cool stuff to it. Okay, well, I killed that one. I gotta fight one more. Got him. I was not expecting them. Okay. I ate that. I'll admit it. Oh, no way. There we go. There we go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I know I just rambled a lot. That's kind of what I've done for the past 2 videos, but I don't know. I've been enjoying just kind of rambling and talking about stuff, so I really do appreciate you guys watching, as I said. So have a good one.